Dude stepping off a plane got a whole country going crazy for him. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Spike Lee, the greatest director of all time.
Probably the most
I was about
famous
to say
person
greatest black director, but he's the greatest director of all time. I don't care what nobody got to say.
in the planet, God help him. He has also sold more records than anybody on the planet. And he's also written, recorded and performed some of the most glorious music in the pop canon.
What about sunrise? What about rain? What about all things that you said we were to gain?
I need to find out what they're doing.
What about killing fears? Is there a time? What about all things that you said were yours and mine?
I mean, remember?
Stop to notice
You gotta stand up
all the blood shed before. Did you ever stop to notice?
Remember lyrics,
This
please.
crying earth is weeping still.
By the way, sorry, Spike, about your Knicks. 30 years later, still can't get to the finals. That's crazy. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead. It's really like a king.
Because he is
Like a president has made his way.
prodigy to adult genius. When Michael Jackson sings, it is with the voice of angels. And when his feet move, you can see God dancing.
Wow. You said when his feet move, you can see God dancing? Gee whiz. Hot damn. He said when you see Mike dancing, you can see God moving. Woo. Holy. Jay-Z could not write anything poetic. Why Jay-Z? I don't know. First writer that came to my mind. Like, holy.
Adult genius. When Michael Jackson sings, it is with the voice of angels. And when his feet move, you can see God dancing.
What have we done to the world? Look what we've done. What about all the peace that you pledged your only son? What about flowers fields? Is there
I did a reaction to that, you know?
Well, I met Michael a couple of times. He got an award in New York City a couple of years ago for United for College Fund Performer of the Year. Mike came to my house in Brooklyn and we just sat and talked for 4 hours,
Wow.
about the arts, movies we like, musicians, just the stuff we admire. And I mentioned to Michael that on his history CD, the song I would really love to do the music video for is a song called this great ballad, Stranger in Moscow. And Michael said, "You do music videos?" I said, "Yeah, Mike, I've done a lot of music videos." So I gave him a reel of stuff I've done. And he said, "Great." And then the next time Mike called back, he said, "I want to do Stranger in Moscow, but let's do They Don't Care About Us first."
Let's go. That's crazy. That's so dope. Shout out to Spike Lee. But that's just so great. Like, creators are going to talk about art and all kinds of stuff, like, in the world. And that's the type of time we on. So I could definitely see that. Like, that's crazy. He said, before you do Stranger in Moscow, Mike is like, let's do They Don't Care About Us. I know you're going to knock that out the park. I saw do the right thing. Ha ha! Let's go, Mike. And Spike. Mike and Spike. Dynamic duo. Wow, do you see that? It's like as soon as he like probably says action, he like get hit, like he gets into character. Look at that. Look, watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again. Look at his eyes.
original concept was.
So I wonder who that is. Hold on. Like, I wonder what that person's doing. I guess he's probably just giving direction, like up, down, da, da. I'm trying to read the lips.
The original concept was not meant to be two videos. The prison stuff was going to be combined with the stuff he shot in Brazil. The marching orders Michael gave to me is that he wanted us to be hard driving, and he wanted the spot to have an edge to it, and he wanted to show, he wanted to see a lot of archival footage in it that would chronicle man's inhumanity to his fellow brother and sister. And using that as a starting point, we came up with this ideal of Michael being one of many convicts in this prison. We shot that. Michael who wrote the synopsis, and we shot the stuff in New York, and it was on our way to Brazil.
Like, yo, this is crazy. This is so cool. All the streets. Wow. That is so cool. Yeah. Yo, that's dope. He's mimicking them. He's like, yeah, I got you, baby. I got you. Hold on. Nah, that's cool. Again, Michael got a lot of his. He got the moonwalk from the street dances, man, from the break dancers, from the inner cities. Like he said that, like so. he gonna like, oh, that's what you're on, okay? Where do you think he got the backhand bounce from in the when he did the Dangerous? Like, you know what's going on? He got his ears in the streets. Oh my God. Oh yeah, she's directing. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, she's directing that.
Mike said he was just going to try to drive the crowd into a frenzy, and he did. And these two ladies jumped out from the crowd. Security was lax on one side. These two ladies jumped out, grabbed him. He fell to the ground. He was scuffling around on the cobblestone. I picked him up, which I want to see because I asked Phil, the camera operator, did he shoot? He said, yeah, he got me too. That's me very funny because the ladies, we got strong policemen there, so no two ladies supposed to get fired. What they did, that was not rehearsed. They just broke through, and it's exciting.
Yeah, they kept that in the video, right? Yeah. I remember them keeping that. He kept it in the video. That's fine. I'm surprised it was just 2. F this. I'm risking my life. F that. Man, Michael ain't new to this. He true to this, man. He been going through this since he was 5, bruh. Bro, if I had a flashback.
So now, the shot
He's so cool, so calm.
Mike performed with older dude. So we're under time crunch now. Mike has a plane. He has to fly to Rio tonight. We have to shoot tomorrow. So we're gonna try to get as many shots as we can before Mike has to jet.
That's so cool. That's our part right there, boy. No, that's our part. That was our part right there. Again, Michael like, oh, that's what we on? Let's go. What you talking about, man? I got you. Like, yo, I love you, Michael, bro. They gotta be armed. That's crazy. They gotta be armed, like linked by arms, surround Michael, so nobody can get through.
I think it's quite evident in the Brazilian.
I do wish they Michael would have added a like a Brazilian version, kind of like the I just can't stop loving you. Like I wish you would have added like a Brazilian version to like a deluxe version of They Don't Care About Us. That would have been dope as hell.
Video that you see the love Brazilian people have for Michael, and it's out there. Shooting They Don't Care About Us with Michael Jackson in Brazil was one of the highlights of my career, and I'm including feature film. I just had a great time. I think that was historic what we did there also. Everything he does, everything he's involved with, he wants to be the very best.
He's just a kid from Gary, Indiana, man. Just a kid from Gary, Indiana. Martin Luther had a dream. Shout out to Kendrick. Father had a dream, and Michael fulfilled that dream, and then surpassed that dream to heights that no other human being has foreseen. Like, wow. It really puts things in perspective when you see stuff like this.
everything he does, everything he's involved with, he wants to be the very best that ever was. And that's a great attitude to take. That thinking, is responsible for him being in the position that he's at. Everything he does, he says, Spike, he tells me this all the time, I want this to be the best. He doesn't call them music videos. He's like, I want this to be the best short film ever. I said, you okay, Mike?
Love that shirt. I used to have that shirt. I don't know what happened to it.
I was humble with Michael Jackson, and I've always respected him. He's a great artist, and it's not mine. I never took it as my position to, who am I to say? Well, we need to redo his look and his hair and his makeup and his clothes, and that's not why. I don't think that's why he called me. Michael saw something in my work that he felt that would mesh with what he's trying to do. And it was my job to try to bring my talents and collaborate with who the entity Michael Jackson is. So
Thank you, Spike. Unlike that director of You Rock My World, man, I'm not going to give that person no light. I'm not going to give that director no light. But, yeah, like, we're not here to try to do a whole makeover of Michael. Michael is great as how he looks, like how God made him. Like, man, don't get me started. But thank you, Spike, for saying that. Like, that's true. That's a true human being that cares about others. Like,
that's how I approached it.
what was that? Wow. That was Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. They don't care about us. I didn't even know that Spike Lee was the director. That is insane. How did I not know that? That would be like how did I not know that? How did I not know that? That's crazy. I did not know that Spike Lee was the director of freaking They Don't Care About Us. That's what, like, how did I miss that? Like, that's crazy, but yeah. Shout out to Spike Lee. Shout out to Michael. Again, it just shows you the love he has all around the world. And I love that he went to the Brazil of all places, and just seeing the people, the kids, the men, the women, just treat him like he's a king, like he's a president or something. Like, that's just so cool, man. You see why he gets the love that he does when he goes on those world tours, and you see just a sea of people in the crowd. It's just like, where are they coming from? They're coming from the streets, man. They're coming from the cities. They're coming from the town. They're coming from the, like, man, imagine, like, I can't imagine if that was me, like, seeing Michael come down the street today. No cell phones, no internet. just like, yo. I was trying to get my Polaroid though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna get my Polaroid though. I'm trying. There's Polaroids around. I'm trying to get my Polaroid though. Like, man, I saw Michael Jackson live and in living color. Like, I saw him. I seen him. Like, what? Man, you can't tell me nothing. But you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing, bro. That's crazy, son. Wow. But yeah, that's behind the scenes that don't care about us. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things of the things. Ain't gotta go home. You gotta get to stepping. Peace.
And I'll go